Heather, you mentioned something something I found very interesting. The last thing you said was that you had that confidence and knowing that you were okay, you're healed. Would you call that, is that the placebo effect? And is it something, is it the result of doing FasterEFT, practicing it, tapping on your fears, tapping, on all of that? And is that feeling, I guess, conducive to healing? And is it sustainable? So when you go with that knowing, you just know, is that, and that's for all the panel. I don't know if it's a personal thing that you, but I've heard this before, that you have to know. It's kind of like you totally believe in it, and I believe that's what FasterEFT is about, the placebo effect.
It probably is the placebo effect, but it works for me. Yeah. So that's the
I'd like to say this. What is the placebo effect? The mind's great ability to heal itself. But see, from the medical point of view, it's fake. So you have to understand, we know it's the power of our mind. So you can use your mind to heal yourself. So there's that when you throw this placebo word around, that has different meanings now. We have the real meaning. It's the great ability to heal ourselves. Science has proven that the placebo effect, which is the mind's ability to heal itself, has been very successful. So just be aware of this word when you throw it around. I don't use this word out there in the world because when you say placebo, it means fake. Mm-hmm. Okay, just be aware of that. But science has proven that the placebo effect is very effective. So. And
I believe that I'm well, and part of that was that beginning, little click in me that of how powerful I was. I mean, can a sick person really do all that I did? It took so much effort for me to create all those diseases, see all those doctors, have all those things that I had. That took so much time and energy. So I was super powerful already. I was just putting it in the wrong direction. So I didn't want to produce sick anymore. I wanted to produce health. And I had all the skills and all the power to create the most amazing life that I wanted. Things that I didn't know I could get, I can get now. Like POTS, never heard of it before. I got it. Whoa, what if I turn that the other direction? I live on Maui now. I didn't even know to ask for that or to create that. I would love to live on a tropical island, and bam, now I do. I am a powerful creator. A sick person can't do that. I can produce sick, but I don't want to anymore.
But they're producing a great illness. I mean, she's a great creator. We're all creators, every one of you. Well, what are you creating? If you don't like what you got, you just redesign your head.
Okay. My other question is, I know it's easy to say, go find another doctor who will support you. I personally haven't been able to find one. And managing a health issue for me is easier than seeing the doctor, managing myself around it. So I kind of like fall into paranoia and depression for 3 weeks after seeing a doctor. And so every time I see the doctor tell me, so do you have the symptoms? And I'm like, I don't have any symptoms. So last time he was like, you've waited for a long time, you should have a symptom. And I'm not exaggerating. That evening, I had the hugest rash for 2 weeks. But the thing is, but I had to do a reality check. I don't know how I did it because I was really in bad shape mentally. It's when I stopped for a minute and thought, am I sick? Am I dying? Are things happening to me? And then I was like, I really feel energetic, and actually part of me is happy and wants to do this. And I mean, it took 2 weeks, but they were steady 2 weeks. But so I'm just saying that any suggestion from the doctor, I'm very amenable to suggestions because I have fears. So my question is, seeing a doctor seems to be a problem for me, and maybe I should do an art of change and see what's behind it. Would you say? Because it's a legit, why not? I'm thinking out of the box now.
Yay! Okay, so my question would be, what are you getting from the doctor? Who does the doctor represent? in your life. You know what I mean? Asking, doing an art of change on all of that, but saying, who do they represent? I mean, doctors they became literally not kidding you. I would say, oh yeah, my best friend, she was top of her class UVA, medical doctor. She knows everything, you know. I know all these amazing drugs and medication because, you know, I have all these symptoms and she's my best friend, and then we've got this other best friend and he just happens to be a doctor too. And just in case if I'm really bad, I can call them and they can give me, you know, a steroid because now I'm swelling or, you know, whatever. But what are they filling? What need are they meeting for you? Is it your dad? Is it your mom? Is it connection, you know?
Or maybe you find love there. You need somebody to tell you what to do. Could be your dad. Who knows? Again, it's interesting. You have no symptoms until you go see them. Maybe you're allergic to doctors.
Also, I think we rely on doctors to confirm or deny disease for us. We think that they have the power. We give them the power. So I've just taken that back, and I'll tell them, well, that might say that. You just give me some time to take things back into my hands, and I'll change it. I just am going to have them confirm what I already know. So I have to change it within me. So it's my stuff, and you can change it. You are powerful enough. Our bodies are powerful enough. I've seen it happen personally with tons of clients. I mean, we're talking about things that people say are not curable, that are gone. There's no trace of them. So it is possible.
Yeah.
Just an interesting thing. I had the same kind of interaction with doctors as you, so I totally understand where you're coming from. There was a study done, another FasterEFT practitioner told me about it, and it was about people who live to very old ages, and the 3 things that allow them to do so: purpose in life, kind of living in the moment, and staying away from doctors. So it's an interesting thing.
Yeah.
Working as a nurse, excuse me, and being around doctors so much, doctors their hands are really tied in a way because they're trained to prescribe a medication or cut something out. Those 2 things are the main things. Yeah. So you kind of got to do your own research in a way, not too much, but some. And if you're involved in tapping, like when you get it that you can heal your body, that your body knows exactly how to heal. You know, that's where the magic is.
Yeah. Now you have to understand this is a business. The medical system is a business. You have to understand that. And in order for the business to float, they got to have people to work on. You have to understand this is also a belief system. This is a thinking system. So you just have to be conscious of this. And there are good people in all systems, and they are also trained to see certain things a certain way. That means if I'm a hammer, I see nails everywhere. So you just have to realize there is this thinking system there.
Well, I guess I just have to say, I was thinking, do I say something or not? But I am a physician, and I'm here. I've been practicing for 30 years. I'm a psychiatrist, and I'm very pleased to be here. I've always been in my life, I'm an osteopath, a DO. I think DOs tend to be a bit more open, but I'd like to say I wish that for those of you who are connected with doctors, not all of them are bad. I would like to believe that they're people who are open-minded. I mean, I wouldn't be here if I wasn't. So maybe it's about reaching out and letting those doctors know. And I think the ones that are resistant are really coming from their own fear. What is possible if we put the opportunity, the option of healing oneself into people's hands, and then maybe the world will be a better place and we'll all be a lot healthier. So I would encourage people to reach out to the people that they do see, search around, the people are there, those people, they're out there, and introduce them to FasterEFT.
Thank you.
Medicine will work better if you combine it with tapping. Robert always says, all of a sudden my antidepressants seemed to work after I started tapping. Yeah. Another thing that happened was that I went to see a doctor, and I wanted a certain outcome, which was not to operate. And I was able to tap and get the necessary knowledge, and I went to see the doctor, and she told me the wonders of the operation. I said, well, yeah, but here, let's look at these papers that I brought, this research that I said. Oh, and she said, yeah, I don't think we need to do that. So I think you can, if you are under treatment and you tap, your outcome's going to be better. Like,
oh yeah,
chemotherapy is going to work better or whatever. And I had gout thing, and I had to take some medication for it, but I didn't have to take that much medication. So it seemed like I combined both. So I think we want to take the best of, you know,
yeah.
and fire your doctor. I fired people in my life before. Fire your doctor, get a different one if you don't like him, or remote tap for him that he'll be relaxed and happy when you see him.
Yeah, very good.
Another thing you can do.
Yeah, very smart. It's something you need to take home with you and make sure whatever you do with the medication, make sure you get approval or get guidance on it. Do not go off of any medication. Now, if you're taking your herbal substance and you know that whatever that is, just be smart. Remember, your mind has a great ability to heal itself. It's been doing it for centuries. So what you want to understand too is your belief system will either hold you back or push you forward. So if your current belief system isn't healthy, go change it. All right, and also invest in yourself. Because one of the things that I find so very interesting, there's a lot of people who are doing sessions, and the sessions are really great, but their constant thoughts every day is, I'm sick. So no matter what a FasterEFT practitioner or your tactics practitioner will do, if you're practicing, rehearsing, and focusing on what's wrong, it will negate all the other work. The power of your belief will hold you in it or release you from it. So it's very important. It is you. Now again, paying attention to what you're doing within yourself, because it is the power to heal itself. And it's just how it works. So give these girls a big hand. Thank you so much. Thank you, guys.